Welcome to our 50-state series. This time, we've landed in the colossal, icy masterpiece that is Alaska. You've probably heard it called the last frontier, and honestly, it earns that title. Imagine a place bigger than Texas, California, and Montana combined, but with fewer people than a mid-sized U.S. city. That's Alaska for you. But don't be fooled into thinking it's all just ice and snow. This place is a treasure chest of incredible landscapes, rich history, and cultural depth. From towering mountains that make the Rockies look like hills to a coastline that seems to go on forever, Alaska is nature on steroids. And the wildlife? Oh, it's not just abundant, it's legendary. Grizzlies, moose, eagles, whales, you name it, Alaska's got it. It's the kind of place where adventure is practically guaranteed, whether you're kayaking past glaciers or just trying to survive the grocery store in the dead of winter. So, buckle up as we dive into the stories, facts, and must-visit destinations of Alaska. Ready? Let's get started. Alaska is one of those places where the facts sound too wild to be true. But they absolutely are. For starters, let's talk size. Alaska is massive, covering 663,000 square miles. If it were its own country, it would rank 18th largest in the world. Texas? Twice as small, folks. Then there's the coastline, 34,000 miles of it. That's more than all the other U.S. states combined. Think endless beaches, fjords, and fishing villages dotting the shores. Oh, and let's not forget about glaciers. Alaska boasts over 100,000 of these icy giants, and they're more than just stunning. They're a reminder of the planet's ancient past. Mendenhall Glacier near Juneau is an absolute must-see if you're in the area. And the wildlife? Alaska is home to 98% of America's brown bear population. Want to see them in action? Head to Kenai National Park during salmon season for a show that rivals anything on TV. Now let's talk daylight, or lack thereof. In summer, parts of Alaska enjoy the famous midnight sun, where the sun doesn't set for weeks. In winter, the script flips with polar night, plunging areas like Utqiagvik into complete darkness for months. Finally, here's one for the trivia books. Alaska is snake-free. That's right, not a single slithery reptile calls this state home. Add in the fact that residents receive an annual check from the government just for living there, and Alaska starts sounding like a pretty sweet deal. Alaska's history is as rugged and captivating as its landscape. Long before explorers arrived, indigenous peoples like the Inupiat, Tlingit, Haida, and Yupik thrived here, developing rich cultures perfectly adapted to the Arctic's extremes. Their traditions, from intricate totem poles to resourceful hunting practices, remain an integral part of Alaska's identity. Fast forward to 1741, when Vitus Bering, yes, the guy the Bering Strait is named after, sailed into Alaskan waters. The Russians quickly realized they'd struck fur-trading gold. Sea otter pelts were the luxury items of the day, and Alaska became the centerpiece of Russian America, with Sitka as its capital. By 1867, Russia was ready to cash out, selling Alaska to the United States for a cool $7.2 million. Critics called it Seward's folly, assuming Secretary of State William Seward had lost his marbles. Spoiler alert, he hadn't. Alaska's gold, oil, and other resources made that deal one of the greatest bargains in history. Speaking of gold, the Klondike gold rush of the late 19th century put Alaska on the map, literally. Thousands of fortune seekers flocked to towns like Skagway and Nome, braving treacherous conditions for a shot at riches. Railways were built, saloons popped up, and Alaska got its first taste of development. During World War II, Alaska's strategic importance came into sharp focus. The Aleutian Islands were invaded by Japan in 1942, marking one of the only times U.S. soil was attacked during the war. This spurred major infrastructure projects, like the Alaska Highway, which connected the state to the lower 48. Finally, in 1959, Alaska became the 49th state. The discovery of oil at Prudhoe Bay in the 1960s and the construction of the Trans-Alaska Pipeline cemented its role in the U.S. economy. But despite modernization, Alaska has stayed true to its roots, preserving its breathtaking wilderness and honoring its indigenous heritage. Today, Alaska's history is written in its landscapes, Gold Rush-era towns, and the enduring spirit of its people. From Sitka's Russian Orthodox churches to the preserved frontier charm of Skagway, every corner of Alaska has a story to tell. Despite its small population, Alaska has produced some truly remarkable individuals. Jewel, the folk singer-songwriter famous for hits like You Were Meant for Me, grew up in Homer, Alaska, in a cabin without running water. Elizabeth Peratrovich, a Tlingit civil rights activist, played a key role in passing the Alaska Anti-Discrimination Act of 1945, making her a trailblazer in American history. The world of sports boasts Dallas Seavey, a 5-time Iditarod champion, raised in Seward, and part of a legendary mushing family. And, of course, Sarah Palin, former governor of Alaska, gained national attention as John McCain's running mate in the 2008 presidential election. These Alaskans exemplify the determination and resilience inspired by life in the last frontier. Alaska, the last frontier, is a land of extremes. Towering mountains, sprawling glaciers, and history as rich as its landscapes. Let's dive into its top destinations, each offering a unique slice of what makes Alaska extraordinary. We begin in Ketchikan, often the first stop for visitors arriving by cruise ship. Known as the salmon capital of the world, this picturesque town is surrounded by lush forests and teeming with marine life. If you're into fishing, this is the place to catch some of the best salmon on the planet. The real charm of Ketchikan, though, lies in Creek Street, a historic boardwalk hovering over Ketchikan Creek. Once a hub for bootleggers and brothels, it's now a treasure trove of quirky shops and art galleries. Don't leave without a visit to the Totem Heritage Center, home to a stunning collection of totem poles carved by the Tlingit, Haida, and Tsimshian peoples. And for adventurers, Misty Fjords National Monument offers mist-shrouded cliffs and serene waterways that feel like stepping into a dream. Next is Sitka, a charming coastal town on Baranof Island, with a deep connection to Alaska's past. This was the capital of Russian America, and the Russian influence is still palpable today. St. Michael's Orthodox Cathedral stands as a symbol of this legacy, its onion domes a striking contrast to the rugged Alaskan backdrop. Sitka National Historical Park offers a glimpse into the area's rich cultural tapestry, blending Russian and Tlingit heritage. Walk among the towering totem poles and learn the stories they tell. Wildlife enthusiasts will love Sitka as well. Think sea otters playing in the kelp forests, bald eagles soaring overhead, and even the occasional brown bear sighting. Juneau, Alaska's state capital, is a city you can't drive to, literally. Accessible only by air or sea, this isolated gem is a blend of frontier charm and natural beauty. The Mendenhall Glacier steals the spotlight here, with trails that let you hike to its edge. Nugget Falls, a thunderous waterfall near the glacier, adds to the drama. Want an elevated perspective? The Mount Roberts Tramway whisks you 1,800 feet above the city for panoramic views of the Gastineau Channel. Juneau is also a gateway to the Tongass National Forest, where you can lose yourself among the towering Sitka spruce and western hemlock trees. Anchorage is Alaska's largest city, but don't let its urban vibe fool you. It's surrounded by wilderness. Start with the Anchorage Museum, where exhibits showcase everything from indigenous art to Arctic exploration. The Tony Knolls Coastal Trail is an 11-mile stretch perfect for walking or biking, offering jaw-dropping views of Cook Inlet and the Chugach Mountains. Speaking of the Chugach, this state park is a haven for outdoor lovers, with opportunities for hiking, climbing, and wildlife spotting. And don't miss a drive along Turnagain Arm, where beluga whales are often seen frolicking in the waves. Denali National Park is nothing short of legendary. Spanning 6 million acres, it's home to North America's tallest peak, Denali, which towers at 20,310 feet. The Denali Park Road offers unparalleled access to the park's rugged interior. Wildlife is abundant here. Keep your eyes peeled for grizzly bears, caribou, and even elusive wolves. For the truly adventurous, backcountry camping is a once-in-a-lifetime experience. During winter, the park transforms into a snowy wonderland, with the northern lights often painting the skies above its icy expanse. Kenai Fjords National Park is where ice and ocean collide in spectacular fashion. The Harding Icefield feeds over 40 glaciers, creating a landscape that's as dramatic as it is humbling. Exit Glacier is one of the park's most accessible spots, with trails that let you get up close to its icy expanse. Boat tours through the fjords are a must, offering opportunities to spot sea lions, puffins, and even humpback whales. Feeling bold? Kayaking among the towering icebergs is an adventure that will leave you in awe of nature's raw power. Located just shy of the Arctic Circle, Fairbanks is your ticket to the Northern Lights. From late August to April, this city offers some of the best aurora borealis viewing in the world. Beyond the lights, Fairbanks has its own unique charm. The Museum of the North showcases everything from indigenous art to natural history, while the nearby Chena Hot Springs provide the perfect place to unwind, especially on a cold winter night. Our final destination is Glacier Bay National Park, a place so stunning it feels otherworldly. Tidewater glaciers calve into the sea with a thunderous roar, a spectacle that never fails to impress. Bartlett Cove offers scenic trails through lush forests, perfect for stretching your legs before setting out on a boat tour or kayak adventure. Wildlife here is second to none, with seals, sea otters, and even orcas making regular appearances. It's a fitting finale to our Alaskan journey, where every moment is a reminder of the state's unmatched beauty and wild spirit. Alaska truly is a land of breathtaking beauty, untamed wilderness, and rich history. There's nowhere else like it in the world. From its awe-inspiring glaciers to its vibrant cultural tapestry, it's a destination that belongs on everyone's bucket list. If you've enjoyed exploring Alaska with us, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and share it with anyone who dreams of visiting the last frontier. And remember, this is just one stop in our 50-state journey across America. Subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell so you don't miss our next adventure. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next state.